Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know what the business is. You already know what the business is. You know what I'm about to do. We're going to start this episode off at the 1 minute mark. Get myself prepared. I got my little notebook with me. Let's get the show started the right way. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get it. Run that intro.
How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What?
And live in color.
Dance the boogie, dance the boogie, dance the boogie, dance the boogie. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Dance the boogie, dance. I don't know. When that intro came on, I just thought of that song. I just thought of that song. You be having like random songs just like popping up in your head. Uh, that song just like came to mind. Like I'm gonna knock you out. Ah. Mama said knock you out. Like just like Muhammad Ali, they call me Cassius. Like okay, really, LL. Like okay, they call me Big LL, Big Silly. Like okay, LL. Like okay. Anyway, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of GQTV, y'all. And I am your host, yours truly, the one and only, your girlfriend's favorite YouTuber himself. I am the man, 500 grand. I am GQ Jamal, y'all. And this is where we review, pay homage, and just talk about shows and movies from both past and present, y'all. I hope everyone's having a good week. I hope everyone's having a good month. We're already in like mid-April. We're like in mid-April. Like we're almost in like we're almost like halfway through the year. It's already spring. The weather's already nice out. It's already nice out. So hope everyone enjoys it. I hope everyone's doing well with themselves. Liking every video I put out to y'all, bring to y'all, dish to y'all. I just have to say thank you. Thank you again for tuning in by watching this video. I really appreciate it a lot. Yo, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That is GQ Jamal. Hit that notification bell. Check out all of my work. Check out all of my content. Drop some comments. Like my videos. Show some love. I really appreciate it a lot. Yo, I'm on the road to 100 followers. Y'all know me. I really don't care about followers like that, but I do appreciate everyone who like watches my content, watches my video, takes the time to just watch at least 30 seconds of it or the full thing. I really appreciate everyone, every last one of you who like watches my content, those who follow me. I really appreciate it. So I'm starting this thing like, yo, I'm on the road to 100 followers and we're almost 100 episodes into GQTV. I started this thing like 3 years ago. I really enjoy like making these videos, putting out content, just doing stuff that I love doing, I love talking about, just entertainment, shows, cartoons, movies, etc. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who just comments on my videos, who watch some of my videos. Um, just I just want to say thank you. Just thank you. I'm going to keep putting in work. Not oversaturate myself. I'm just doing it for the love. So I just want to take the time to say thank you. Now, in today's video, I always wanted to review this movie. Oh man, this is like one of my favorite like um comedy romance type movies, drama movies. This movie doesn't get the praise that it deserves, the recognition that it deserves. To me, I think this movie's like really underrated. This this movie is really underrated. Um, I can I can watch this movie. Um, I can watch this movie so many times. I don't get tired of it. And I do have this DVD. So in today's in today's episode, we're going to talk about Strictly Business, starring Tommy Davidson and Joseph C. Phillips. Now, when I first watched Strictly Business, this was like one of the first few movies I remember watching. Like as a kid, like this is probably like the first 10 or 15 movies I like remember watching a kid. You're probably thinking like, like you have no business watching Strictly Business. Like Strictly Business is rated PG-13 first of all, but yeah, Strictly Business. I remember like my mom and my sister watch Strictly Business. I remember the scenes like the bathroom scene when the girls are like in the club and they're in the bathroom. They're like talking about he got too many ain't gots. Like he ain't got no C. No, I messed that line up. He said she was like he got too many. He got too many ain't gots. He got too many ain't gots. Like he ain't got no job. He ain't got no apt, and he ain't got no car. And said I could ride the bus myself or something like that. But yeah, that was like one of the um scenes I remember like watching as a kid. But going back to the movie Strictly Business, man, Strictly Business is just an underrated movie starring Tommy Davidson. Um, Even as a adult, I went back and watch it. It's still like underrated. Like I understood the jokes and the content more at like growing up, and to me, it's just a underrated movie. And Tommy Davidson, which is one of my favorite like cast members from In Living Color. Um, I remember watching Tommy Davidson on Living Color. Tommy Davidson is to me underrated as well. He was like one of the best cast members on Living Color. He's a amazing comedian. He does amazing like impressions. Like on the Living Color, he did Michael Jackson like black and white. He did an amazing MC Hammer. He did the two of the parodies. He did can't touch this and too legit to quit. And also he did Michael Jackson impressions. He does a great Sammy Davis Jr. impression, and yeah, he had a lot of range on the 11 color, and I like I liked him on when he did the BS Brothers, the Funky Finger Productions. he said he was like Clavel was like, um, I ran out. Let me give you one of my business cards. Like, oops, I'm fresh out of business cards. Like Howard. Then Howard would be like. laughing hysterically for like 5 minutes, and out of nowhere he just like, bam, show show the business card, like don't pay it like um d- don't um don't pay attention to the writings on the writings on the back of the card. Like I'm living at my mom's. But no, Tommy Davidson was really funny. And for those who don't know, Tommy Davidson did the voice of Oscar Proud from Proud Family, and he also started with Jamie Foxx, Booty Call, and he had another movie, Woo. That's another random like movie. But yeah, but and then Joseph C. Phillips, he's the co-star. He was in the Cosby Show. He played Daryl. He played Denise's husband. So yeah, so Tommy Davidson, Joseph C. Phillips, and a lot of uh, and this had like an underrated cast, and this is Halle Berry start. Halle Berry start. This is Halle Berry's like one of Halle Berry's first movie. Um, but I'll talk more about Halle Berry later on in the video. But strictly business. For those who don't know what the movie is about, Strictly Business is a comedy slash drama. So Tommy Davidson, he's a main character. He's a one of the main characters. He plays a low level male boy. He plays this character named Bobby. Bobby is a low level male boy. Bobby doesn't take care. Bobby doesn't take things seriously. He's always late to work. He always has an excuse. He always complains. His dream is to like move up in life. So he's a male boy at this middle manage. Ah, I'm sorry. He's a male boy at this big like law firm in New York in Manhattan, New York. So yeah, Bobby is like always late to work. He always has an excuse. He always like blames everyone but himself. He's that type of person. He always goofs off like when he's at work. He always like does what he wants. He always does what he wants. So he's trying to like move up um to get in this like training program at this law firm. So Joseph C. Phillips, he plays this uptight like he plays this uptight businessman. He works at like a middle he works in the he's like middle management. Um he's like this middle management like businessman, if I said that correctly. But at for this like law firm. So he's real uptight. Wayman is real uptight. He's real uptight, and he's like one of those like he judges. He's just uptight. Like he doesn't have like flavor. Like he's black, but he doesn't have like flavor, like swag, like you know. So Bobby is like trying to get into this like training program. He's really trying to get into this training program, and he asks Wayman like, "Yo, like when you gonna let me get into this training program?" And you know, Bobby he doesn't like dress for the job. He doesn't dress for the job. He wears whatever he wants. He comes to work like wearing like a baseball cap backwards, and he dressed real like fly. Like he dressed real fly, and he wears like jeans and Jordans and like denim like jackets and It's not like this is like corporate America. Like y'all know, there's a thing like you have to like dress to impress or something like that. So he really doesn't like dress a part. So Wayman like tells Bobby like you gotta dress a part for the job. He pretty much just gives Bobby the runaround. So there's like this one scene. There's this one scene where he's like chilling in Wayman's office. He's like blasting music. He's like eating lunch. He has like food all over Wayman's like desk, and he's like on Wayman's phone, like talking to other girls, and Wayman like um got irritated. Wayman just was just fed up, and he took his anger out on Bobby, and Bobby was like Bobby like insulted Bobby insulted him. He called him like a sellout. Like he called him like a called him like a um. He said he had like a pencil dick or something like that, and he was calling like all these names out the book. Like he called him a sellout and whatnot. And so Bobby was mad. So fast forward, Wayman's on a lunch with another businessman, I believe. So he's at this diner. Then he come across Halle Berry. Yeah, for those who don't know, this is Halle Berry's like first like film. Um, first few films. I know she was in Jungle Fever. Um, this is 1991, by the way. Strictly Business came out in 1991, and this is Halle Berry's first film. So back then, Halle Berry was the it factor. Like she was like the it factor. Like everyone was like everybody was into Halle Berry. Like everybody was into Halle Berry. She was like that it factor. So Halle Berry. So Wayman like sees um Natalie. Halle Berry plays this character named Natalie. Wayman thinks she's like beautiful. She's like he like falls in love with her, and he noticed that Natalie drops um a photo, like a cover photo. So he picks it up. So Natalie, she's this club promoter, and at the beginning of the movie, I believe she worked at the diner. Then she got fired. Then she got fired. So Wayman was trying to like figure out where Natalie how to find Natalie like Wayman's in love, like Wayman's in love. So fast forward next scene, um, Bobby's in the mail room. He's like making copies of like club events. He's pretty much like stealing inventory. Then Samuel L. Jackson's in this movie. Young Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel Jackson plays this character named Moreau. He's like the supervisor of the mailroom. Like he does everything in his power to like boss people around. Like he doesn't like he doesn't like Bobby. He doesn't like Bobby because Bobby always shows up late. He always tries to find a reason to fire Bobby. So um Moreau, he catches Bobby trying to steal inventory. So he's like, bingo, like I got a perfect reason to fire you. So he attempts to fire Bobby. Then Wayman, who works upstairs, came down to the mail room, and he noticed like what's going on. Then what Moreau was like, I caught him stealing inventory. Like I caught him stealing inventory. Then um Wayman he looks at the the copy of the flyers that Bobby was like making, and he noticed that Natalie's pictures on it, and he noticed that Natalie's pictures um is in it. Then he takes the fall for Bobby and like, yo, this is my these are my copies. Like it won't happen again. So um Moreau leaves. Wayman saves Bobby's job. Wayman was like, "Do you know this girl? Like, do you know this girl? Like, I've been trying to help. No, I've been trying to find this girl. I've been trying to find this girl." And Bobby's like, "I'm not helping you. Like, you didn't help me out. Like, why should I help you?" And Wayman was like, "If you help me find Natalie, like, if you help me find Natalie, I'll do everything in my power to help you get into the training program." And Bobby agreed. Bobby agreed. So keep in mind, Wayman's is like uptight. Um, he's just this uptight person, like with no flavor, no swag. So Bobby tells Wayman like, "Yo, meet me at the club. Meet me at the club." And Wayman like doesn't get out. Wayman doesn't get out. He's like this introvert, if that's the right term to call it. Like he's like socially awkward. He's socially awkward. Like, he never like um he he never been around like a lot of black people. I'm going to say this. So yeah. So they both agree. Um Keep in mind Wayman has his girlfriend. Wayman has a girlfriend. Anna Marie Johnson. She plays Deidre. Deidre. I think that's how you pronounce it. She plays a character named Deidre. She's Wayman's girlfriend. She's Wayman's girlfriend. She's like kind of similar to Wayman, but she doesn't really love Wayman. She doesn't really love Wayman. She's controlling, She's controlling, manipulative, um, bossy, just a bitch, a total bitch. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. She talks down to Wayman. She's controlling, and Wayman doesn't like. Yeah, Wayman doesn't like that. I believe there's a joke like later in the movie. Um, um, I think Bobby and Wayman was like talking about Deidre. She's. I think Wayman said she was. She said she was trash. Oh man, Wayman said, "Yo, she just trash." But yeah, anyway, but yeah, so that's her character. Um, so Wayman tries to like find every excuse or like he tries to like not find any reason to like not hang out with her so she can like so he can like go find Natalie. But, but yeah, Wayman's not happy in that relationship. So yeah, so that's their relationship. Then David Marshall Grant, he plays this character. He plays this character named David. He works with Wayman. Um, he tries to be buddy buddy with Wayman, but Loki like, but he's really racist. So he's really racist. And Sam Rockwell, he plays Gary's like I mean, he plays this character named Gary. He works with Bobby. Um, Gary um got accepted to the training program mainly because he's white. Pretty much what the film um set in this film shows that he got in because he's white, and then Bobby gets like I'm not sure if he's like bitter or like jealous, but he's just blames everyone but himself. But so now we fast forward to the movie, we see that um Bobby and Wayman, Bobby and Wayman, um, they arrive at the club. Bobby and Wayman arrives at the club. Come on, this is 1991. Um, Bobby, he's dressed for the club. He's dressed to be in the club, like, and Wayman, he's just wearing a suit. So people might think that's corny. Like, why is this like a tall black guy wearing a suit at a club? So he's not like he's at this urban club, like he's at this black club, and people probably thinking like, man, like this dude's corny, like this dude's like dressing all corny and stuff. So he's not even like he's not even with the crowd. So they get in. Um, everyone knows Bobby. Everyone knows Bobby, and um, it's like you gotta get in where you fit in. It's like so. Wayman's like lost. Wayman is like lost in the club. Like everyone's like dancing in the club. Hip hop music is going on. Blasting hip hop music is blasting, and Wayman's like lost. Like he doesn't know what to do, and so finally um he finds Natalie. Natalie's my bad. Natalie's like dancing in the club, like she's in the crowd, like she's like getting it. Natalie's like getting it. You can see like five dudes like dancing, then here comes Natalie. They even have like a song called like Go Natalie made for that character. Um but yeah, one of my favorite parts in the movie is when Tommy Davidson's like dancing with a girl, and he's like he's acting like he's in a rodeo or something like that, and he's like doing this move with his hat, and he's like he's like hitting the rodeo. But yeah, so so he like loses Natalie in the club, and he just think like, man, like I gotta like meet her, like I gotta meet her. So then yeah, Wayman's like in the club, and I believe like Bobby asked Wayman like, yo, what do you want to drink? Like, yo, what do you want to drink? Like, Wayman was like, yo, I'll take a club soda. I'm like, Bobby was like, club soda. I'm like, he's like, what kind of sissy drink is that? Like, like, like I would have kept that to myself. He said, man, you shouldn't be drinking no club soda. Like, people think it's gonna be soft. Like, people think it's soft. So yeah, so that night in, we fast forward. Wayman like oversleeps. Wayman oversleeps because the nightlife like got to him. Then finally he's at work. Bobby was like, "Hey man, like you come to the club with me tonight?" Like, nah. Wayman was like, "Nah, man. Like, I gotta get some sleep. Like, I gotta get some sleep. I got work to do in the morning. Like, I gotta get ready for this like big presentation. Like, I gotta find an investor, like this big investor." It's like then it was like I didn't even get to meet Natalie last night. he was like man, like you gotta take a chance at love. Like you gotta take a chance at love. Then finally Wayman gave in. He's like, all right. Then when Bobby leaves, David, the guy that's racist, like Bobby bumps into David, and Bobby already caught this feeling like, yo, like he doesn't like Wayman. I mean, Bobby doesn't like David because he's racist. So he tells like he tells that to Wayman. So we're gonna talk about that part like later in the video. So finally, um before they go to like another club. Before they go to another club, um Bobby takes Wayman. Bobby takes Wayman to the mall. Bobby takes Wayman to the mall. Like he wants to get Wayman like all like um he wants Wayman to like fit in, like dress apart, like dress apart. So finally he gets Wayman right. He gets him right. He gets him right. He's swagged out. He like like his drip's on point. Like his clothes is on point. So now um he takes Wayman to Harlem. He takes Wayman to Harlem. Um Wayman never been to Harlem. Wayman never been to Harlem. And Bobby was like, "You never been to Harlem?" Like keep in mind, Wayman's like uptight. Wayman's uptight. Like he never he never stepped out. He never stepped out. He never been um at a spot where there's like mostly black people. So Wayman been like hanging out with mostly white people. So yeah. So he takes Wayman to another club, and he runs into Natalie. So he finally runs into Natalie. Then um keep in mind Wayman. I mean Bobby introduced Wayman to um some very important people in the film. No, in the club. I'm sorry. Wayman, um, Bobby introduced Wayman to very important people in the club. Um, the people in the club, um, like already had like a bad impression to Wayman because he was doing the most. He was on the absolute most trying to like fit in, and he already had like drinks in him. So he already had like drinks in him. So yeah. Keep in mind. So now finally, he gets acquainted with Natalie, and Wayman's like drunk off his ass, and they're like playing pool, and um, yeah, finally they're like playing pool, and Wayman's like drunk, and he like passes out. He passes out, and Bobby took Wayman's keys. Bobby took Wayman's keys. So now, so now Bobby's been like taking Wayman out, and we're at like the middle of the movie, and we see that Natalie wants to own her own club. Natalie wants to own her own club, and whoever she worked with was on some shady shit, was on some snake stuff. So they like closed the club down. So finally, like Wayman and um, Natalie, they get even closer. They get even closer. So keep in mind, um, Wayman is getting ready for the to um find a big investor. They're about to seal a deal. So he trusts Bobby to drop some papers off to his desk. They're at a party. They're at a party. So Bobby was like, "Yo, let me drop the papers off at your office." At this party, um, David was at the party. David was at the party, so he was on some snake shit too. Him and Gary. So Gary, Gary and David leave the party. Bobby goes to drop the papers off. Um, so pretty much, David and Gary, David and Gary goes to the office and like shreds of papers. So pretty much set Bobby and Wayman up. Now they're out of like they can't find an investor now. So Wayman got angry. So Wayman got angry and took his frustration off on Bobby because he trusted him. He trusted him. In reality, it was actually uh David, and it was actually David. So David had Gary delete delete some file shred some files. So yeah, so now Bobby's fired. You know, the Samuel Jackson, Moreau had Bobby fired because Moreau was trying to like find like every reason to like fire Bobby because he hated Bobby so much. He hated Bobby so much. So boom, he found a perfect reason to fire Bobby. So now Bobby's fired. Now um Wayman and Natalie, they're like a thing now. Like back up for a second. um, at that party, um, Deidre was doing like the absolute most, and Wayman was just like fed up. Like I'm tired of you like controlling me. Like I'm tired of you controlling me. You don't like the clothes I wear. Like you don't like the music I play. Like I just can't stand you. Like I can't stand you. And to top it off, at that party, Bobby like was going to go pick Wayman up to go to that club, and Bobby was just like blasting the music. Bobby was just blasting the music like nice and smooth, which is in the movie Nice and Smooth, who's um a hip hop duo. They had like a hit song called Sometimes I Rhyme Slow, Sometimes Rhyme Quick. They're in the movie. So Bobby was just playing like blasting his music, and Deidre's friend comes out comes outside and tells Bobby like, "Hey, can you like turn that music down? Like, can you turn that music down?" And Deidre's friend, Kim Coles, who was in Living Single, she's in the movie. She was also on the first season of In Living Color. But yeah, she comes out the party like, "Yo, turn that music down. Turn that music down." Like, and Bobby was like, bitch, like who are you talking to? Like, who are you talking to? Bobby was just like being disrespectful at that party. But yeah, now going back to almost the ending of the movie, um, Wayman goes tries. Wayman is like frustrated, like he can't find like a big investor. So he finds out from his secretary that um, David and Gary like set set him up. Like it wasn't Bobby's fault who like deleted the files. Shredded files. It was David. So Wayman found out by his secretary. Now Wayman's like sitting at the office, like feeling like shit. Like damn, like now it's time to find Bobby. Like Bobby's back at home at the projects. Um, so he finds Bobby and he apologized. So now they gotta like find a way to like find a big investor. So Bobby has an idea. Keep in mind those very important people that was at the club that Bobby introduced Wayman to. They were actually the Holleran brothers of the Holleran of the Harlem National Bank. So they like created the Harlem National Bank. Wayman didn't know. Wayman didn't know. This that this that perfect example, that term. Like don't ever like judge a book by its cover. Don't ever like judge a book by its cover because you never know. Like you never know. Like that's the perfect example. Like don't ever like judge a book by its cover. Like that's a perfect example. So Bobby um found an investor for Wayman. So it was the Holland brothers. So they have a meeting with the with the boss, and now the Holland brothers they're all in. They sealed the deal. They found a big investor. So here's so here's Bobby and Wayman's get back. So what's his name? David. I'm sorry if I keep looking at my notes, but David was coming back to lunch. He was taking like long ass lunch, and Drake, who's the like the owner of the firm, he runs into David. He was like, "Why are you taking a long lunch? Like, meet me in my office." Then find then Gary's like snitched on David. Gary snitched on David, and he was like, "I quit." And David was the one that had me um shred the files. So yeah. So David was fired. Yo, Wayman knocked the shit out of David because he was about to call David a nigger. He was about to call David no, he was about to call Wayman a nigger. So as soon as he was about to say those syllables, David knocked the shit out of him. Why do I keep calling this man David? Wayman called Wayman knocked the shit out of David. But yeah, David like knocked out cold. So now um Bobby is Bobby is now in the training program. He got a new job. He's not the mail boy, and um they like buy the dream club for Natalie, and now Natalie and Wayman, they're like a couple. They um they're a thing now, and the movie is like happily ever after. So Bobby and Wayman and Natalie, they're all owners of the new club. So yeah, so that's strictly business. That's the movie. Before I talk more about strictly business, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That is GQ Jamal. Hit that notification bell. Check out all of my work. Um, this this is the first video that I covered about Tommy Davidson. Actually, I'm actually no. I talked about A Living Color in early episodes. So this is the first like movie I talked about Tommy Davidson. This is the first video I talked about Tommy Davidson. This is the first movie I talked about Tommy Davidson and kind of Samuel Jackson. Well, yeah, I did Coach Carter, so check that review out. But yeah, go check out all of my work, check out all of my content, drop some comments, show some love. I really appreciate it if you do. Now, back to strictly business. This movie came out November of 1991. So I was a baby. I was a baby when this movie came out. But when I was a kid, I remember watching this movie because my mom and my sister played this movie before. Watch it like on HBO or Cinemax or Stars, whatever the movie channels that movie came on. And I remember like liking it, liking the movie. Like that movie like made me laugh. Even as an adult, just going back and watching it. This movie, I still love it. Like this is an underrated like drama, romance movie. Um, most people when they think about like um drama films, like especially like black drama films, they talk about like Love Jones and Love and Basketball and some of the Tyler Perry movies. Um, I feel like this movie doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Like this movie should have got a whole lot more praise. Like this was like like underrated movie in my opinion. Like this movie and Brown Sugar, those two movies should have got like more like recognition. Most people talk about like Waiting to Exhale, um, Love Jones, those type of movies. Those movies got more praise, but I feel like Strictly Business should have got more praise. I love the storyline. Should never judge a book by its cover, no matter what race you are. Should never like judge a book by its cover. This movie talk about like race, what goes on, like um, in the workplace, like especially like blacks in the workforce. Pretty much like pretty much that. And this movie had like whole lot of comedy, which I love. Like I said, some of my favorite like scenes was like the bathroom scenes where girls was talking about he got too many ain't gots, like he ain't got no APT, he ain't got no JOB, and he ain't got no CAR. And what else is my favorite like scenes? Top, um, when Tommy Davidson, the ending when Deidre and her friends were trying to like get in the club and uh, Tommy, Tommy is like the owner of the club now, and he was like, "Hell no, these girls ain't getting in." Like, like they trying to talk a whole bunch of shit at that party. Like, duh, like look what the wind blew in. Like, hey, look, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Chicken Legs. I'm like, what? Like, y'all know that '90s comedy, like that that not '90s dialogue. But yeah, um, what I appreciate about this film, I really love the music. This is 1991, so you're going to hear like a lot of like New Jack Swing type of music. Like you're going to hear like Jodeci. I believe Jodeci's in the movie as well. Jodeci, you're going to hear a lot of Jodeci. You're going to hear Nice and Smooth. You're going to hear some Heavy D. Pretty much New Jack Swing like music. You're going to hear a lot of that. Um, I love the chemistry with the cast members, like especially with like Tommy Davidson and Joseph C. Phillips and Halle Berry. I love the chemistry. I believe like everyone really worked well together. And I forgot Joe Torre's in this movie too. He was like one of Bobby's co-workers, and he was like telling Bobby like you're not going anywhere. Like you've been talking about trying to go to the training program like for years, like for months. Like you ain't going nowhere. Like you always like arriving to work late, bro. Like pretty much just hating on him. Like pretty much just hating on Bobby. And look at Bobby now. Like look at Bobby now. He's like top dog now. But yeah, I really enjoy the chemistry with the cast members, and I feel like the movie wasn't dry at all. It kept me entertained. I can watch this movie and not get tired of it. I have the DVD. I'm glad I found it on Amazon because like some movies like you can't find on like stores anymore, or even like Amazon. Like you cannot find it. Like I got lucky and managed to um get it. So yeah, so yes, you can learn a lot from Strictly Business. I believe it's a storyline that anyone can relate to, um, and you won't go wrong like watching this film. Like you can't go wrong watching this film. And if I had to like rate it, if I had to give it a rating, I would give it a nine, 9 out of 10. Um, Great storyline, great cast. Um, Probably like my top five like favorite like movie. It's probably like my top five favorite like comedy slash drama. Hitch is probably Hitch is probably my like number one favorite like drama, comedy drama, like romance type movies. But I'll probably one day make a video of like my top five favorite like romance type of movies. But anyway, if you remember Strictly Business, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Strictly Business. Let me know if you remember this movie. Let me know who's your favorite character. Pros and cons. If you hate it, drop a comment down below. Do you think this movie should have got more like recognition in the '90s? Just let me know. Just drop a comment. Let's talk about it. If you made it far through this video, I just have to say thank you. Thank you again for hearing me ramble. Thank you again for just tuning in by watching this video. I really appreciate it a lot. Yo, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Hit that notification bell. Check out all of my work. Check out all of my content. Drop some comments. Show some love. I really appreciate it if you do. If you have any shows, movies, cartoons you would like me, GQ Jamal, to talk about, rant, react to, drop a comment down below. I'll close them out. Do not get fed if you do not comment. So drop them comments. It's that easy. It's that simple. Just do it like Nike. But anyway, I'm about to hop off this live. Like I said in the beginning, thank you again for everyone who just watches my content, who comments, who just shows love to my channel. I really appreciate it a lot. Yo, my goal is to like hit 100 followers and do like 100 episodes. I'm almost there. This is episode 87, so I'm 12 more episodes in. 12 more episodes in, so more content is coming soon. Um, so just go check out my other work. Check out all my content. But I'm about to hop off this live. Until next time, everyone, this is GQTV, and I am your host, yours truly, your boy, the one and only Your girlfriend's favorite YouTuber himself. I am the man, GQ Jamal. Till next time, everyone. Peace.
How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What? Been living color.